Hello and a very welcome Mr. Tasha Abdou and Mr. Tasha Nkeh. You are both members of the board of the Foundation for Attitudinal Healing here in Cameroon. And I understand you've been doing a lot of work to get this attitudinal healing from the ground. What can you tell us about that, Mr. Nkeh?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So, definitely there's been a lot of work that has been done, like trying to bring us together, first of all, to constitute the group. And I will say thanks to Mr. Tasha here,
yes,
who did a lot of groundwork.
Yes.
But as soon as we came together, what we tried to do was to bring other members to the group. And bringing other members was not like trying to sell the group, it was just trying to talk to people to see those who connected naturally to the group.
Yes.
And once we got some people with us, like you saw Romain, for example, who has been very active to the group, we now sat together and tried to say that, okay, now that we have the group registered, because we have it registered with the administration here in Cameroon,
yes,
it is duly registered.
Yes.
So it was time to start looking at the activities and to see what we could do as the first things to be able to get the association running.
Yes.
And fortunately enough, the very first thing that we got into was this facilitator training that was to come up.
Yes.
So we spent a lot of time trying to do the arrangement.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. So basically, from now on,
yes,
we have to sit now as a group with the training,
yes,
and try to look at the way forward.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And Mr. Tasha Abdou, you have been very forwarding in, getting people, trying to get people interested in this facilitator training. And how did you go about that? Because as I understand it, you just went to talk to people and invited them to be part of this facilitator training.
Not really. It's true, yes, I had to talk to people to invite them, but it was more like when I feel that somebody is open,
yes,
when I feel a bit connected with somebody, then I could talk to him about the possibility of helping other people in difficulties. And he says, yes, but I don't know how to do it. I say, okay, we have a training coming up, and you could become a facilitator if you really want. And that's how we get the conversation going.
Yes.
Until they get very interested. And then we give him a form, he fills the form. It's true, in the beginning we had to realize that it was going to cost quite a lot of money. And so we thought equally it's important that those who are coming to get the training should really be engaged.
Yes.
So they shouldn't feel like it's something that is not really useful. So we had to actually ask people who are coming to do the training to contribute financially, so they can feel they are taking a value home.
Yes.
That's what we envisaged in the beginning. And of course, we had other people that we felt very strongly that they were determined to be facilitators, and they were willing to give out to people and also to learn from others, and who were members of the association. And as a general situation, most of them didn't have enough money to pay for that training.
Yes. And
so we had quite a number of forms in the beginning. We had more than 30 people applying for that, and we're expecting their payment. And so in the end, we realized that they were not going to be able to pay up, so we had to use the funds that was put at our disposal by Jerry and Diane to therefore sponsor our members first, and then other associations that we thought were going to be maybe useful for their different groups.
Yes.
So we had to do all this from that funds to make sure that it worked.
Yes. Well, thank you. And Mr. Nkeh, you have been one of the people who have been participating in this facilitator training. What were your experiences? Did you find it useful? What was it like for you?
Yeah, I must admit that I found it very useful. It was a very good training, because it is true that I have been in the teaching profession before.
Yes.
Within the framework of my job, but I must admit that it is not the same experience.
Yes.
And I must say that it was a very useful training, because the way we have to interact with people, or the way a group of members of Attitudinal Healing works is not the same like what works or how we conduct like a teaching in the classroom, because we are not teaching people, we are not giving people advice, we are not inviting people to change their lives. So it takes a whole different perspective of how to be able to run a group of people in the context of facilitator training. And I found it very, very useful. I think it was a useful training for us.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything one of you would still like to share at the end of this interview? Is that something you would like to say?
Maybe something first. I do, yes.
Okay. I would always want to share, but I hope it's not like concluding. But I want to say that it has been